On August 24th, 1990, I was born with a birth defect. Soon after that, I was hospitalized for about a month. And then for the first 2 years of my life, I had eating complications. Doctors said, Dylan was not eating. Why is he not eating? In school, there was two parts of me. One part, I was very engaged in school, while and the other side of me, in classrooms, I was not necessarily academically challenged. I did not have that proper transitional guidance as I aged out of high school. And without the proper transition guidance, I struggled in college. And the first 2 years of my life was after high school through college, really trying to find myself. I was lost, I shut down, I had very little support, and I would remember days and nights I would lock myself in a room, turn off the dark lights. It would be dark in there, and then I would listen to sad music. I didn't know what to do. I was, I felt that the place I was in, it did not fit me. I ran for class president, won as co-president, participated in a lot of community activities, involved in sports. In high school, I was a basketball manager, a football manager. I was also a recycling advocate and active in community service thanks to my father and my mother, who advocated for me to get involved in senior citizen living centers, playing bingo, and participating in all those different activities.
Dylan is a young man with a big potential in business and in volunteer work. Dylan is also my son, and he has a laser focus on business and in everything he does.
After watching Holland Opus, my father and my mother would share with me that, why don't you create your own opus of your own? And I would write a book about my life and my experiences in school. And with that, it led to being self-aware of being who I am and being self-motivated to strive for employment opportunities. I founded my own company that's strictly focused on employment and training opportunities, to now being an advocate for the community and being a speaker before educators and school districts across the nation. Being able to be an influencer in politics as well as an influencer in disability rights in Texas. Being on the Governor's Committee on People with Disabilities has enabled me to have greater understanding of how to advocate as well as be a decision maker.
He has been able to bring a volume of resources for the disability community. The thing that I like the most about Dylan is that he's able to bring his own personal story into his work, into his clients, into the community, because Dylan never looked at a disability. He looks at the abilities in people, including himself.
We're always seeing every day as a challenge and always seeking opportunities, not only for myself, but for others.
The most inspiring thing about Dylan is his ability to be involved with so many different organizations and connect them all together. Dylan's work with Dylan Listed and Dylan Listed Connect has been a huge attribute to nonprofit organizations like ours.
Dylan, congratulations on this award. Thank you for being an advocate for the disabilities and for Best Buddies Texas and for all the disabilities out there. Thank you, and we're very proud of you.
Please join me in welcoming Mr. Dylan Rafaty.
Wow, I got to tell you, I was in the green room. I had the opportunity to be back there with Dylan, and talk about a true inspiration. You just exude love, and you can tell with these superstars and just everybody. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here tonight. This is a privilege for the superstars and the past superstars, including myself, to showcase our abilities. I want to challenge each and every one of you to think about the future. Think about our futures and what we can be and what we can capable of in the future. For me, I didn't know 6 years ago where I will be. And look at, I'm here today being an advocate and a leader for our community. My grandmother would always say, about 10 years ago, unfortunately she passed last year, and she told my parents that you just wait. You just wait to see what they can become or what I can become in 5 or 10 years. So that is my challenge to each and every one of you, to invest in their futures, guide them with your experiences and your opportunities you may lead for them, because you never know what they can become in the next 5 to 10 years. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you.